Wild Kitty appeared, and today for you I will be doing the Get to Know Me tag while also doing my eater bag because I thought, you know what, why not? So yes, obviously before we start here, I will let you know that I got this eater bag on Wish. It's really good quality. I got it for like under a tenner. So if you're looking for an eater bag, I'd highly recommend Wish. By the way, this is not sponsored. It's just that's where I got my bag. Anyways, right, let's get on with it. Now that you have seen all the charms and badges and all that is going on in this bag, to let you know, the theme of my eater bag will be favorite characters. So yeah, so basically any character that I absolutely love is obviously going to be in this bag. Which, I do have a lot more characters that I love, but trying to find charms for them is not always easy, but the ones I can find are these. So yeah, now that I've got also the little clips here that I can put them on, let's get started. Okay, so here are the get to know me questions. I found this on a website which is meant to be the 2019 questions. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a shot. So there is about 22 questions, so let's get on with it. Okay, question number 1. Where did you grow up? That's kind of a hard question to really answer because I didn't really grow up in a place. I kind of moved a lot when I was younger. Like, we moved around pretty much a lot of the times. We lived up in Scotland or we lived up in England. I think I stayed mostly down in England for a while, just moving from different like city, towns and etc. But then when I was around like 12 years old, like I moved up to Scotland again, and that's where I basically stayed. So yeah. Okay, question number 2 is where do you currently live? And obviously, as I said before, I live up in Scotland, which of course I love. I love Scotland. It's a great place. Like, honestly, I highly recommend anyone coming to visit because it's a really great place. But yeah, and I probably don't see myself moving anytime soon. I mean, we'll just have to see exactly how life plans, but yeah. So right now, I live in Scotland. Question number 3. Who is your first best friend? Okay, I have to say my first best friend that I ever made, or at least not ever made, I had friends before, but the one I would say is my first best friend is the best friend that I have to this day, and that is my best friend Becca, which I know Becca watches these videos, so hey Becca, how you doing? But, yeah, so, yeah, me and Becca have been friends since basically we were in nursery. So yeah, we pretty much have known each other pretty much our whole lives to the point where we're like, what was it like before we met? I don't know. But yeah, so I'll tell you how we became friends, because we didn't like come instant friends at nursery. It took us a bit, but how we actually became friends was, so basically in nursery I got bullied because I was tiny and stuff, and also like I was the oldest there because obviously I had a learning problem at the time. Well, I still obviously do, but they didn't know I had a learning difficulty back then, so obviously they held me back. But basically I overheard and I thought Becca was saying something nasty about me, so I was like, right, I've had enough. I ain't dealing with this bullying no more. So I went over, grabbed a raspberry juice, and I think you can all guess what I did next. So yeah, I ended up spraying Becca with the raspberry juice, and basically, I think it started a juice war, so me and Becca obviously ended up in, like, I can't remember exactly what it was called. I think basically timeout, silent, but that kind of thing. And then after that, we just got talking and became really, really good friends. And yeah, we've pretty much been best friends since. Question number 4. How tall are you? Well, about that, I'm 5 foot. So yeah, I am small. I am a small person for my age. So, yeah. God, no wonder people think I'm a child. But yeah, so yeah, I'm 5 foot. Okay, question number 5. Dogs or cats? See, with that kind of question, if you asked me that years ago, I would have been like, both. But I think now that I think about it, I'm probably more of a cat person than a dog person. Like, don't get me wrong, I love dogs. Like, if I ever see a puppy in the street, I'm like, puppy! But yeah, so it's one of these kind of things, but I still love, like, I do think I like cats just a little bit more, because I think when it comes down to it, if someone was like, Kitty, would you rather get a dog or a cat? I'd be like, I'm getting a cat. I don't know if it's because I grew up with Sailor Moon and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I don't know if that's why I want a cat, but yeah. So yeah, my answer is cats. Question number 6. The funniest moment throughout high school. That I think about it, I have to say probably the funniest, I mean, at least to me and a friend of mine, this is basically the story of how I met my friend Hannah. You may have heard that name before if you're an old subscriber, because we used to Let's Play the Seduce Me series together. She also was the girl in the Voltron characters according to my friend video. So yeah, so basically how we became friends was basically, so I was new at this high school, so for a couple of weeks at least, and I only really made at least one friend, at least at the time. And basically we were walking down the corridor, like to the English corridor. I can't remember if we were walking to class or we were on a break. It's one of those things I can't exactly remember why we were walking down the English corridor. Basically, Hannah recognized the girl that I was talking to. And obviously she wanted to say, oh, hi. But she didn't want to leave me out, even though she doesn't really know who I am, because she's probably never, because she's never seen me before. So of course, so she was like, oh, hi, friend. And then she looked at me and said, oh, hey, small person. And I looked at her and went, what'd you call me? And apparently, according to Hannah, she was scared for her life, because apparently I gave her the most evil daggers ever. So yeah, to this day, me and Hannah have no idea how we became friends after that, but I do have to say it's kind of just how funny exactly how that happens. Basically me being mad, because I back then I would get up really annoyed when people called me short, but now I make jokes myself about it, so I'm not that fussed. But yeah, so I kind of thought that was funny. Question number 7. What year were you born? The year I was born, it was 1995, which obviously makes me 24 years old, which again, I don't look it, but I am it, because obviously I was born in 1995. But yeah, so that was the year that I was born. Number 8. Are you in/have gone to college? Yes, I have gone to college. I've studied media, I've studied acting, then back to media again, and then I studied technical theater, and yeah, but I'm actually planning on going back to college this year, which again, I'm going to be studying media because I want to learn more about the subject. And also, I just want to get my actual degree in, or obviously my things that I need for it. But yeah, so yeah, I have gone to college and I do plan to go back to college. Question number 9. What is your favorite drink? Honestly, I have to say, like, it's hard to think of a favorite drink because I like a lot of different drinks. But at the moment, like, drink that I absolutely love is lemon iced tea, which, oh my god, it's so good. It's so tasty. But I can never really properly find, like, the big bottles of lemon iced tea, which I'm trying to find. I normally just find peach, which I don't mind peach. Peach is really good as well, but lemon iced tea is, like, my jam. I can only ever find, like, tiny bottles of it, so it's like, I want, like, a big bottle of it. The only times I can get a big bottle of it is when I go to visit my mom's cousin in Portugal, but I don't really think I'm allowed to bring the big bottles of lemon iced tea, so obviously I can't bring it home with me, so that's annoying. But yeah, I love lemon iced tea. I can literally drink that stuff till like I'm blue in the face. So yeah, that I would have to say is my favorite drink. Question number 10. What is your spirit animal and why? See, when I think about that, I have to say it's probably a cat. Mainly just because I love to lie in. Like, I love to just sleep the day if I could. And I don't know, I think just other things as well. I just have always felt like my spirit animal is a cat. And also, fun fact that my Patronus is a cat. So, that makes sense. So yeah, my spirit animal is a cat. Question number 11. You're wearing perfume. What is the scent? I don't really wear perfume. It's not really something that I usually wear. It's mainly just I just use deodorant. But I guess if I was to wear perfume, I guess it'd be like more a fruity smell. I normally quite like the smell of like strawberries, and I also like the smell of like sweets and stuff. So yeah, probably something fruity or sweet. Question number 12. Tea or coffee? Coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. I will always go for a coffee. Like, again, I don't mind tea. Like, I'll have the odd cup of tea now and again because I was born in England and I'm very British. So yes, of course, I'll have a good cup of tea. But if I had to choose, I normally like to go for coffee. There's nothing like a good, hot, warm cup of coffee, especially when you get it out of Starbucks or anything like that. So yeah, if I had to pick, it'd be coffee. Number 13. What are your life goals? I think probably if I think about it, my life goals are basically to find a career that I really, really enjoy, that I love. Like, I want to do something creative, so that's why I'm going into, obviously, the media stuff, because, again, I love making videos. That's why, obviously, I do YouTube. But I know, obviously, like, I would love to become a really well-known YouTuber, but I know I need to be a bit more realistic, and I don't think it would happen. If it does, I'd be, like, on the floor, like, what? Why me? But, yes, so, yes, I would love to become, like, a really well-known YouTuber that I could actually do it as a job, but, again, I gotta be more realistic. But I want a kind of job that basically where I can talk about geeky things and get paid for it. Like, that would be the goal. But, or at least something creative. I need to do something creative that I love, because I cannot be in a desk job. I need to be creative. But yeah. And also, you know, get married and have kids. That's pretty much standard for my life goals. Question number 14. What sports do you play or have you played? Oh, that's a good one. That's me play sports? Yeah, no. I'm not really a big fan of sports. Like, the only really time I've, like, played sports is because of PE, and I kinda had to. My mom made me join a football club when I was younger, but nah. Sports are just not really my thing. So, yeah, so that's that. Question 15. Have any books you read changed your life? I don't think so, that I know of. Because, yeah, like, obviously I love to read books, but I don't think I've read a book where I'm just like, wow, yeah, this is my life now, but, yeah. So, yeah, I don't really think there's any books that I've read where I'm just like, yeah, I'd say that. Nah, I don't think there is a book out there yet. Maybe one day, but we'll see. Alright. Question 16. What is your favorite movie? So my favorite movie, I would say, is Spirited Away, which is obviously a Studio Ghibli film. If you've not seen it, I love this movie. Like, I can watch it time and time again. Like, it is just one of my favorite movies of all time, and I love it so much. So yeah, I would have to say Spirited Away. Alright, number 17. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I have a lot of favorite YouTubers. Like, I spend most of my time on YouTube, so I will try and list like my at least top 5. So number 1 is Jacksepticeye, who I'm sure most of you know who that is. I love him. I even got to see him live on his tour, and it was amazing. Another YouTuber that I love is not as well known as Jacksepticeye, but he should be. And that is Nico B. He does Let's Plays, but he also like does voices, like for like if he's reading out dialogue, he'll do his own voices, and he is incredible. Like his voices are so good. I'm surprised he's not a voice actor yet, like because he really should be. But yeah, so Nico B is definitely one of them. The other I would have to say is Carrie Hope Fletcher. I really love her videos. They're really, really good. Been subscribed to her for years now, so that's one. Next is The Anime Man. I like watching his videos. He's really entertaining and really fun to watch. And then Aki Dearest, who is obviously another anime tuber who, again, I highly recommend watching because her videos are really, really good as well. So yeah, there's at least my top 5 YouTubers. Again, I have way more YouTubers that I love, but we'd be here all day. Number 18. Do you speak any languages? And how well? Nope, I only speak English, which is the only language that I speak. I do want to obviously learn more other languages, but it's one of these things where it's a bit more difficult. Like in high school, I was taken out of French mainly just because of my learning difficulties. So obviously I know nothing of French, like of any like high school French. But yeah, but I'd love to learn Japanese, mainly just because I want to go to Japan, and it'd be great to be able to, speak the language. Which obviously, again, I need to find ways to learn it. Because obviously my learning difficulty, it is a bit more difficult for me to try and learn new language. And of course, Japanese is not the easiest language to learn, so if anyone has any tips for people with learning difficulties, I have dyspraxia, so obviously, yeah, there's that. But yeah, so yeah, I don't speak any languages, but I want to learn Japanese. Question 19. Are you single or are you taken? Well, I am taken. I have a lovely girlfriend who is amazing. You've seen her in probably a lot of my videos, whether it be cosplay or we just talking about Voltron and stuff like that, who is my lovely girlfriend Jenny. Yes, so yeah, I am taken. Alright, question 20. What is your ideal dream date? Ooh. I'd probably say, I'm not, huge on, the fancy stuff, so I don't want anything, fancy, but I think one of the things that I really like is basically just being at home and just sitting there and just playing video games and eating junk food. I think that's just perfect. You don't need anything fancy, there doesn't need to be anything extravagant, so yeah, I'd have to say that is my ideal of a dream date. 21. How long was your longest relationship? Well, pretty much my longest relationship is the relationship I've been in now, because other ones haven't lasted that long, but this one has lasted a lot longer, and it's still going strong. Pretty much we've been together for 8 months, if I've done my math right, but yeah, so 8 months has been my longest, and I think it's going to continue to go up even more. So yeah, my longest relationship is the current one that I'm in. Alright, we are on the last question. Question 22. How would you describe your fashion sense? I guess jeans and a t-shirt, or basically a fandom related t-shirt. That's pretty much 95% of my wardrobe is fandom t-shirts. So yeah, pretty much my fashion sense is fandom t-shirt and jeans. Pretty much that is how I describe my fashion sense. Hey guys, so I realized that, because I was looking up the link to obviously tell you guys where to get the questions, and I saw that there was more than 22 questions. There's 30, so yeah, that was a big whoops on my part. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue with it because I want to answer these questions anyways. So let's go. Alright, so question number 23. What is your go-to hairstyle? Pretty basic, to be honest. I don't really do much with my hair. I like my hair being down. I'm not a big fan of having my hair up. I've never really understood exactly why I don't like having my hair up, but I just much prefer my hair down. So yeah, I'm always got my hair down. Okay, question number 24. How many siblings do you have? 0. I have 0 siblings because I am an only child. Yes, I am a only child. Which, you know, an only child's okay and all. Like, I do say, like, I remember, like, friends, when I told them I was an only child, like, for the first time, they were like, oh my god, Katie, you're so lucky, I wish I was an only child. But honestly, I remember, like, thinking when I was a kid, I actually really wanted a sibling, because, you know, it kind of gets a little bit lonely being an only child. But yeah, I guess it's one of these things where, you know, if I had a sibling, I'd probably be like, oh my god, I want to be an only child. I guess it's just one of these things. But yeah. Alright, so question number 25. What is your go-to fast food order? It really depends on where I go, I guess. Like, if it's McDonald's, I go for the McNuggets because they are delicious. If it's KFC, I go for the chicken popcorn. If it's Burger King, I usually obviously go for the burger. And yeah, so I don't really have a go-to. Basically, it really just depends on which fast food place I go to. Alright, question number 26. Do you use PC or Mac? I use PC. I pretty much have been using PC pretty much my whole life. The only time I really ever used Macs was back when I was in college. So yeah, I mean, I have nothing against Macs. They are really good computers and all, but I like PCs. They still get the job done. And yeah, and also, you know, I can't afford a Mac. Like, so yeah, PC's fine for me. Alright, question 27. Your most memorable vacation memory? Probably one that comes to mind was when I was around 10 or 11. I can't remember if it was 10 or 11. Me and my best friend Becca, who obviously I mentioned earlier, we went to Disneyland Paris with our moms, and basically, yeah, it was really, really great. I had a lot of fun memories. We basically went there when they were doing their Halloween specials, like obviously, like, well, their Halloween stuff, and me and Becca got our hair gelled really weird, like, well, mine was yikes, like, my hair was spiky. Like, Sora would even come around and be like, what the feck, that hair's way too spiky. But yeah, obviously I don't have any pictures of said spiky hair because they were taken obviously on those, like, you know, those cameras that you needed to develop. Remember those? So they're somewhere, and I think maybe some may be on a computer somewhere, but I have no idea where I could find them. But yeah, that's one of my most memorable vacation memories. Okay, question number 28. What is your morning/evening routines? I guess in the mornings I wake up, go to my phone, check Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, then Facebook, and then all that, you know, checking all the social medias. And obviously if I have work that morning, obviously I'll wake up, get dressed, or get ready for work. And then And if not, obviously, I would just wait until I have work, or if obviously it's a day off, I would just chill. My evening routine, get changed into my pajamas and fall asleep. Well, of course, obviously, brush my teeth and stuff. But, yeah, I don't really have a routine. It's basically just simple, like, it's nothing like that. But yeah. Question 29. Do you have any bad habits? Yeah, I procrastinate a lot. Like, my god, I procrastinate a lot when it comes to a lot of things, which is not a good thing. I like to call myself the queen of procrastination. To be honest, the only things I don't ever usually procrastinate with is normally my YouTube videos, and normally I'm on top of that. Any other bad habits? I'm a messy person. I'm a very, very messy person. Like, my god, you guys do not want to see my bedroom. Like, yikes. Yeah, that's just who I am as a person. I'm just messy, and I know this, and I need to sort it. But I'll get to tidying soon. It's just, again, also, queen of procrastination here, guys. But yeah. Okay, now we are definitely on the last question. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. That's a hard one because there's not, well, you know, there's things that obviously I'm not gonna tell you because of privacy reasons. But I'm pretty much an open book. I've talked about my dyspraxia on here. I've talked about obviously all the shows I like. Something that you wouldn't know about me. I guess I've never really talked about I really like rap music. I know that might not come too much as a surprise, but that's really the only thing I can think of. Like, I love Eminem. I love, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy. He's called NF, and he is, like, his raps are so good. Like, I love them. They're, like, so, they're not, like, you know, the regular raps, like, you know, about, you know, being rich and all that. Like, his are, like, about real issues and stuff, so I'd highly recommend listening to him. So, yeah, so I guess that's one thing you guys don't know about me, that I really like rap music. So, yeah. Alright, so there's that. So, yeah, that is my, get to know me tag. And there you go. I've also finished my eater bag, all done up, and that's all of that. Obviously, I've moved a few things because I wasn't happy with it and stuff like that. But, yeah, so anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe for more fandom content that you can shake a stick at. And see ya!